here we are for round one. We've won the die roll. Let's play first and see what we get. A single island. That sounds about right. We can't keep that. That's unfortunate, but we can't keep it. We have to mull. Magic Online, why do you hate me? Black Lotus and 6 lands, or 5 lands? Mull that. Ah! Fine. Terrible way to start off. Terrible, terrible, terrible way to start off. If I was playing at all competitively, I should have mulled that as well. But who knows? Maybe we can get to 3 rapidly in Time Twister. That could be something, right? Forest, Mox Pearl. Turn 1, Sylvan Library. Awesome. Awesome. That's gonna be great. Pass the turn. Wah, wah. So he gets to draw 2 extra cards if he wants to, and then pay 4 life to keep each one, or just pop them on top, or pop whatever he wants on top, right? No, he does have to put those 2 cards on top. You can't just take any card. Let's see if he likes what he sees. Alright, he put them on top of his library. Drowned Catacomb. So we're looking at blue, black, green, white. Alright. Just play all the colors. Do I get a land? I do. So I've got Counterspell online. That's something. That's something. Alright, he's going to draw his 2 cards, one of which he already knows what it is. And one that he doesn't know. Puts one on top. The other one he does what with? He puts it on top. Sounds good. Elves of Deep Shadow. Sure, you can have an Elves of Deep Shadow. And passes the turn. Alrighty then. Hey, 3rd land. Time Twister's online. So I think what we'll do is we'll counter something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counter some sort of 6 drop of his, and then Time Twister, hopefully screw his plans up a little bit, and maybe get us back into the game. Okay, he played Necropotence, so he's going to skip his draw step, and whenever he discards a card, he exiles that card from his graveyard. Pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library face down, put that card into your hand at the beginning of your next end step, so he can basically draw as many cards as he wants to. Interesting. Could have countered that. Don't necessarily feel the need to, though. He's going to Necropotence a few times here. 4 times, so he can draw those. So I guess we'll spend another turn, see if he drew into something big. Hopefully not something uncounterable. Snappy. Well, I would have had to have played something for Snapcaster to do anything. We do have a disc, which I could hold on to. Because if it lived a turn, I could blow up the library, the Necropotence, the Pearl. Really ruin his day. Well, we'll see what he plays with all this mana and all that card draw. So I guess Sylvan Library doesn't do anything, because he skips his draw step now. What's coming down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mirari's Wake. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and a lot of extra mana. No, you don't get to do that. And now I bet he's going to attack me for 1. Ow. So is he just 5 colors? Red, black, green, white, blue. Yep. Now he's going to Necropotence a couple times. Draw a couple cards. Mock Sapphire. Cool. So I could Snapcaster Counterspell? Yeah, let's hold up Snapcaster and Counterspell. Let's just grind the game out. Grind the game out. So he's on 7 mana, 8 mana now. He's getting there. Now, of course, he's going to have a full hand of cards. So if I Time Twister, he's going to start his turn with 14 cards and a lot of mana. That actually seems kind of bad. Actually seems kind of bad. Mana Crypt. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, it deals 3 damage to you. Add 2 mana. Sure. So he's ramping to something big. It's not Emrakul, because we've got that. Could be Ulamog. Could be Kozilek. There are things it could be. He's going to Time Walk. Sure, you can Time Walk. Be my guest. I'd love if he just Necropotences and Mana Crypts himself to death. Empty the Warrens for 2? Or for 3 total? I guess that's pretty good, eh? Well, let's counter one of those. But he's still going to have 4 goblins. Can block one of them. Disc is going to take a couple turns to be online. Is he going to Necropotence back to a full hand? Getting a bit greedy. In with the elf. I'll take the damage. Then a whole bunch of Necropotence triggers. I will always yield to Necropotence. 9 life. He could go to 6 with Mana Crypt this turn. It's his upkeep, right? Yeah. So Mana Crypt. He flips. He wins the flip. Boo. He's got 10 mana available. That's a fair bit. So what's gonna come down? Sphinx of the Steel Wind, yay. That's gonna be a problem. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that he can hit me for next turn if I block and kill a goblin or something here. So I feel like I kind of really need to put disc down next turn. We'll take this. Go to 13. Finally get a turn again. He's going to Necropotence down to 8 life. Get an island. Yeah, so we'll disc. We will disc. So we're going to go to 3 if he attacks with team. That's not good. Flips his coin, and he chooses heads, loses, goes to 5. I almost don't want to blow up the Mana Crypt. Doesn't shock in the land, makes sense. He's probably not going to Necropotence into any extra cards. He's going to attack with team because he knows the team's going to go away next turn. So we'll block and kill a goblin. So we're going to go to 7, and then we're going to go to 3. Watch him just have a lightning strike to finish me off or something. Alright, he's going to Necropotence back to a full hand. I can do that at instant speed, right? Yeah, I can. We get Ancestral Vision. So I guess we'll suspend that. See if we live that many turns or not. I could Time Twister. But I won't. Maybe I should have. Who knows? Flips his coin. Does he win the flip? He chooses heads. Lost the flip, goes back down to 5 again. All right, Seething Song. Oh, is he going to grape shot me? That'd be gross if he had Empty the Warrens and Grape Shot. Oh, he's gonna Tendrils of Agony me. Well, pop the disc. I'm dead. Well, that was an interesting game. Interesting game. Was I ever gonna draw a mountain? There we go. So that sucked. That was the luck of Magic against us, but wow, did we ever hang on there. That was crazy. I guess Mizzium Mortars could save me against Empty the Warren. So pop that in favor, and take out what? Maybe just Time Twister. Yeah, I don't know if it's any good. And we'll go with that and see how we can do. Maybe we just time him out from him having far too much complex interactions going on. All right, we'll play first, and let's see what our 7 looks like. Yeah. That looks about right, doesn't it? I'm playing 1 less land than usual and 2 mana artifacts. I'll keep it. We'll go turn 1 Delver and see if maybe we can just win. See if maybe we can just win. Otherwise, we can suspend the vision and hope we live 4 turns. That is ridiculous opening hand luck. Breeding pool, not shocked in. Sounds good. Delver, what do we see? What do we see? What do we see? We see Force of Will. Yeah, I'll show him Force of Will. And then I'll attack for 3. And then I'll suspend visions. Pass the turn. Can exile control magic if we have to. Badlands and a breeding pool. Sakura Tribe Elder, sure thing. Enjoy it. Take a counter off the vision. Draw a land, please. Please draw a land. Thank you. Let's get in for 3. Control magic is creature only. Yeah, makes sense. Not permanent, sadly. He's going to sack that and get himself a swamp. So we've got Mana Drain up, we've got Force of Will up, off of Control Magic. Maybe we just get there with Delver. Maybe we just get there with Delver. What's this? Ashiok? I don't think so. I don't think so. Why was Force of Will telling me that X equaled 4? Weird. It was the casting cost of the card that I exiled, but there's no X on Force of Will. Whatever. Whatever. Let's get in for 3. Get in for 3. Got Mana Drain up. Have him on a 4-turn clock? Yeah, 4-turn clock off of Delver. 2-turn clock if we Mana Drain something and play Zealous Conscripts. Even lower turn clock if we Mana Drain, draw a mountain, and play Thundermaw. He's going to go get a swamp or a forest. Chooses a forest. 5 mana. What's he going to do with it? He's going to time walk. Sure. Be my guest. And he's going to do absolutely nothing for the rest of that turn. So he basically played an Explorer. Memory Jar. Tap, sack. Each player exiles all cards from his or her hand face down and draws 7 cards. No. No Memory Jar. So when do I get that mana? Next main phase. Cool. Take a counter off the vision. Main phase. Get my mana. Draw my mountain. Awesome. Thundermaw. Get in for 8. Take him to 2. Yup. Lose that mana. Take him to 2 and see if he can play a flyer or kill both my creatures. Shelldock Isle. Hideaway. Pay a blue, tap. You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost if a library has 20 or fewer cards in it. Well, that's pretty good. Limited. He may not get to untap with it, though. He needs to kill both of these creatures. Alright, he has hidden away his card. He's got 3 cards in hand, 6 mana. Can't do it. Alright, we got there with one heck of a bad hand. Yeah, the deck seems not too bad. I will just submit the deck and go right back in. Alright, a 2-land starting hand with a Lotus, a counterspell, and a mana drain. Well, that looks fun. I'll keep it. I will keep it. Swamp Deathrite. Alright, that's a turn 1 play. Draw another island. Sounds good. So let me remind myself of Deathrite. Tap it to exile a land card from a graveyard to get a mana. Black tap sorcery instant from a graveyard. Each opponent loses 2 life. Creature gain 2 life. Yep. Sure, come in for 1. Be my guest. Another island. So, can I Lotus and Thundermaw right now? Red. 1, 2, 3. I could Lotus and Thundermaw right now. Let's Lotus and Thundermaw right now. Lotus, red, blue, Thundermaw. And get in for 5. And he's on a 5-turn clock. And I've got 2 counterspells back as long as Thundermaw lives through this turn. Sounds pretty good. Mox Pearl. Hideaway, sure thing. Don't kill my Hellkite. Don't kill my Hellkite, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that's right. Untap everything. Wheel of Fortune, but I need those counter spells. Well, I guess I've got Snapcaster, so I've got 1 counter, right? 1 counter will do it, I suppose. Lotus Bloom suspended. Sounds good. Take him to 9 this turn. Mana Crypt. Whew. It's gambling. Gambling pretty hard. He's going to get himself a mana. Did he find an answer for Thundermaw? 4 mana. What did you find? What did you find? Tinker. Uh-oh. What did you find? Memory Jar. Okay. I suppose. Is he going to storm out? No. Weird. Dual caster. Cool. So I guess we're going to swing in for 5. And then firebolt him for 2. And then pass the turn. He's going to flip a coin. And what's going to happen? He wins the flip. Good for him. So I have lethal if I can hit him with Thundermaw flash in Snapcaster and flash back the Firebolt. It's going to require the Thundermaw to live through this turn, though. Jace, okay. So he could bounce Thundermaw back to my hand. That's what he's going to do. Alright, so Thundermaw is going to take a little bit to come back. It's going to take a little bit to come back. He's going to get in for 1. I thoroughly enjoyed that he's got 7 minutes on the clock and I have 18 minutes on my clock. Alright, is he going to make me shuffle away my Thundermaw? Or I guess you don't shuffle away. So what happens here? You exile your hand, you draw 7. The next end step, you discard those 7 or whatever's left and you get your hand back. Okay, I got it. I got it. Alright, what do we get? A mana leak. So, I can't... Oh, I should have played the island. Because then I could have Snapcastered and counterspelled or mana drained. So I've got mana leak, which is becoming somewhat irrelevant for the time being. Yeah, we'll pass the turn, I suppose. Got an Incinerate sitting in the graveyard as well. See what kind of spells he casts, see if maybe I want to dual caster one of them, see if maybe I want to flashback Incinerate, see what's going on here. He wins the flip again. Good job. Good job. Use all of your mana, and then let me mana leak something. He's going to brainstorm. Sounds good. Finished brainstorming. What did you find? What did you find? It's been a long match. Wow. Tapping away. Oh, is he casting his spell for free? Oh, he's tapping away. He's got 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's tapped out. 5, 6, 7, 8. He paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we get to mana leak that. We get to mana leak that. Yeah. Beautiful. And he's tapped out, so we get to Thundermaw next turn, hit him, take him to 1, and if he loses the coin flip, he loses. Feels good. Feels good. Passes the turn. Passes the turn. Ooh, Burst Lightning. So that deals 2 to target creature or player. If it was kicked, it deals 4. Yeah, let's just play Thundermaw. Play Thundermaw. He doesn't have Force because I have the Force. Take him to 1. And see if he just loses off the coin flip. And if he doesn't, then we can Snapcaster Incinerate, we can Burst Lightning, we can Snapcaster Firebolt. Plenty of ways to finish him off. We can just flash back the Firebolt. Plenty of ways if he doesn't die to the coin flip here. Coin flip. Chooses heads. Oh, he won. 3rd time in a row. Good job. Good job on the coin flips. But he's got to win here. He's got to storm out and take an extra turn, even though Time Walk's already been used up. Or, no, Time Walk hasn't been used up. Interesting. Did it get reshuffled into his library at some point? Maybe that was the last game I'm thinking of. Alright, so he's got the Lotus Bloom down. Start and tap. So he's going to need to Tendrils of Agony me, I guess, with 9 copies. Seems difficult. Seems difficult. Sakura Tribuilder. 1 spell. Searches for a land. On the battlefield. He's down to 3.5 minutes. He brainstorms. He's digging. He is digging. Still at 1 spell. With 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana left. 7 with the Lotus Bloom. Or, sorry, 10 with the Lotus Bloom. Or, no, 9 with the Lotus Bloom. One spell. Less than 3 minutes left on the clock. He's thinking. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. There goes the Lotus Bloom. 3 red mana. And he taps Shivan Reef to kill himself. Alright, so we took that game down. Took a heck of a long time and some really risky keeps on my part. But we took it down. We're 1-0 with blue-red counter kind of burn. So we're going to go into round 2 and see how we can do.